rounds, probably most of the times, but especially during the days of Ekadashi, he does extra rounds. Many times he did 64 rounds also. And he's learning Bhagavatam. Him and Mataji, they already did half of the Leelamrit. The Leelamrit book of Prabhupada, they read half of it. And very nicely they are eager to learn. So they want to do Bhakti Shastri also. He's learning Sanskrit from some devotees in Vrindavan. So in Vrindavan, they are doing Sanskrit teaching. Ryan, you want to tell a couple of things about that? How it went?
Prabhuji, yes, it is very good right now, but due to my school, I haven't been able to commit so much time, but I'm still trying to do.
Hey, Prabhuji,
Yes.
can we start Aarti?
Yes. So let's start the Aarti. Who will do the Aarti now?
Prabhuji will do the Aarti.
Okay, Tarachand Prabhu. You want to do the Aarti?
So which Aarti should we sing, Prabhuji?
So we'll just sing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You want to sing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra?
Yes, Prabhu.
Please, you sing. Sing, and if you have kartals, you can play kartals.
Anand Kishore Mataji sing last time.
Yes, Prabhuji. I'll sing, Prabhu.
Let's see. Okay, we can. Mataji, you want us to sing?
Yes, Prabhuji, that is fine.
Okay. Okay, Anand Kishore.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini
Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jaya
Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada,
Prabhupada,
Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada.
So, Tarachand Prabhu has offered all the three items, dhoop, deep, and flower. All three are offered?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes,
Okay, okay, great. All right. So, thank you very much. Prabhuji, Aarti is done. So, Prabhuji, one more thing. Tarachand Prabhu and Mataji, they were in Okimas, but recently they moved to Austin. So just moved to Austin and they got a new place there and established new altar and everything. So need your blessings. They were regularly attending your programs, visiting Farmington Hills, doing service here also. Yes. Prabhuji, your voice we can't hear because it's mute.
No, he said, who is doing service?
No, they were doing service while they were here, like engaged in the local Lansing programs, our Rath Yatra and all the other events. They were participating actively.
Amazing, wonderful. Anything we do in Krishna service is eternal. So, Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militamina Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Putra Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namne Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prastarne Nirvise Shunyadi Paschate Dishatarne Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Brahmatyananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Gaur Bhaktaranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Mukam Karoti Vajalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yat Kripa Tuhum Mande Shri Guru Nataram Paramananda Madhava Sri Chaitanyeshwaram. Human life is meant for self-realization. We are not this body, we are spirit souls. As spirit soul, we are eternal. But as body, we are temporary. 311 trillion 40 billion years Brahma lives. Compared to that, what is 70, 80, 90 years? Nothing. But we take this life so seriously, you know. But seriously for what? Sense enjoyment. You know, we are so, we are so driven for sense enjoyment. Our minds are uncontrolled. And mind always says yes to sense enjoyment, no to the bhakti. Anything about bhakti, is mind says no. Why? Because of our association with matter for so many billions and trillions of lifetimes. But we deserve eternal happiness, not a 5 minutes, not a 1 minute gulab jamun, 1 minute rasgulla, 2 minutes samosa happiness, or a 20 minutes sensual, 30 minutes sensual happiness. We deserve eternal happiness. So Rishabhdev is telling his children, headed by Maharaj Bharat, because of whom India got the name Bharat. You know, so Nayan Deha Deho Bhajana Loke Kashtan Kama Narad Vidbujam He Tapodivyam Putrakayana Sudhya Dasmat Brahma Saukyam Anantam. Oh children, you know, what is it? Sense enjoyment is available in every life. सुअर भी विष्टा का क्या सेंस एंजॉयमेंट करते हैं, आनंद लेते, यू नो. सो सेंस एंजॉयमेंट इज अवेलेबल. जिस तरीके से हम हलवा खा के यू नो आनंद लेते हैं, उस तरीके से सुअर भी विष्टा खा के आनंद लेते हैं. सो इसमें फर्क क्या है? यू नो, व्हाट इज इट? ईटिंग, मेटिंग, स्लीपिंग एंड डिफेंडिंग. आहार, खाना, सोना, मैथुन करना और फैमिली को दूसरों से रक्षा करना, बचा के रखना. वो सारे जानवर सब लोग करते हैं, जानवर भी करते हैं. सो मनुष्य जन्म लेने के बाद क्या करना है? तपोदिव्यम, साधना करना है, साधना करनी है. और पुत्र कहेगा ना, क्यों? क्योंकि हम जब देह भावना से बाहर आते हैं ना, हमको इटर्नल हैप्पीनेस मिलता है, यू नो, अनंत आनंद, ब्रह्मानंद. सो ग्रीन कार्ड के बारे में सोचने की जरूरत नहीं, ओल्ड एज के बारे में सोचने की जरूरत नहीं, हमें डरने की जरूरत नहीं, कोरोना के बारे में डरने की जरूरत नहीं. ऐसा आध्यात्मिक देह हमको मिलेगा. इसके लिए हम भक्ति करने, यही मनुष्य जन्म का लक्ष्य होना चाहिए. यही मनुष्य मानव जन्म का लक्ष्य है. तपोदिव्यम पुत्रकाय न सुधीय तस्मात् ब्रह्म सौख्यम. अरे 5-10 मिनट का आनंद नहीं, अनंतम, एटर्नल, अनलिमिटेड हैप्पीनेस. कौन सा आनंद? यू नो, भक्ति का आनंद. तो इसलिए भक्ति करना है. ऐसा नहीं कि ऐसा भगवान ऐसा यू नो ऐसा खड़े रहते हैं हमेशा. नो, सब कुछ देख रहे हैं वो. यू नो, जो भी भोग हम चढ़ाते हैं वो पाते हैं, यू नो, जो भी हम बात करते हैं वो सुनते हैं, लेकिन बोलते नहीं. सो लेकिन जो हमको अच्छा है, नो, अच्छा है वो ही करते हैं, यदि हम अच्छे भक्त बनेंगे तो. इसलिए क्या करना है? यू नो, हमको हम एक संकल्प रखना है. संकल्प हम करना है, आई शुड बिकम अ नाइस डिवोटी. मे बी, यू नो, बुराई तो है दिल में, बट दैट्स ओके. यू नो, बुराई को निकालना उनका काम है, हम साधना करना हमारी काम है. एक्चुअली क्या ना, वृंदावन की नजदीक में करौली का, कितने लोग राजस्थान से हैं एक कॉन्फ्रेंस कॉल में?
Yes, Prabhuji, we are from and we used to go to Karoli because it's like.
So करौली पहले मदन मोहन जी, एक्चुअली क्या ना, वो मुस्लिम्स का अटैक हुआ, लेकिन उन लोग ने क्या किया, मदन मोहन जी को राजस्थान शिफ्ट किया. सो राजस्थान से करौली भगवान कैसे है? राजस्थान का जो भी यू नो वो राजा थे, वो मदन मोहन जी को ध्यान देते थे, यू नो. सो लेकिन उनका एक बेटी थी और उनको उनका राजा बोले कि मैं आपको अभी शादी कराएंगे आपको, शादी के बाद आपको ससुर की घर जाना पड़ेगा। और लड़की बोली नहीं नहीं, मैं मदन मोहन से बहुत प्यार करता हूँ, मैं किधर भी नहीं जाना चाहता। सो का ससुर का घर है करौली में। तो नहीं नहीं, मेरे को फिर शी सेड मैं शादी नहीं करना चाहता हूँ क्योंकि मैं मदन मोहन छोड़ के मैं रह नहीं सकता। सो राजा बोले फिर ऐसा रहो, क्योंकि मैं मदन मोहन छोड़ के मैं भी रह नहीं सकता। पापा ऐसा बोले उनको। नहीं, फिर राजा सोचा रहे क्या वो शादी नहीं करेंगे तो सब लोग गाली देंगे। ठीक है, फिर राजा बोले कि यदि आपको जरूर मैं मदन मोहन दूंगा, बट आपको क्या करता, मैं ब्लाइंड फॉल कर देता हूँ आपको। सो एक रूम में लेके जाता हूँ आपको, ऐसा 5-6 कृष्णा का मूर्ति रख देता हूँ। यदि मदन मोहन को आप पकड़ पाएंगे तभी मैं आपको मदन मोहन दे देता हूँ, आप लेके जा सकते हैं करौली। अरे वो रूम में कम से कम 20-30 कृष्ण का मूर्ति आप रख रहे हैं, कैसे पता चलेगा मदन मोहन कौन है? सो ये लड़की है ना, उनका लड़की, उन्होंने जाके प्रार्थना की, भगवान मैं लॉर्ड, मैं आपको छोड़ के मैं रह नहीं सकता। तो मेरे पापा बोल रहे हैं कि ना मेरा शादी करवा रहे हैं और बोल रहे कि मेरे को भेजेंगे, लेकिन मैं आपको रिकॉग्नाइज कर पाऊंगा तो आप मेरे साथ ही आएंगे करौली। सो सब लोग सोचते हैं कृष्ण भगवान थोड़ी पत्थर है, भगवान पत्थर नहीं है। भगवान को मालूम है, भगवान एक इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया भगवद गीता में, कौन सा है ना? Prabhuji, suddenly I start speaking Hindi. Should I come back to English? My Hindi is not good anyway. What should I do?
English is fine, Prabhuji. Some people here prefer Hindi. English. Some people here prefer English.
So what happened? My father wants to send me to my in-laws home in Karoli, and I cannot live without you. Krishna said, Madan Mohanji said, so how do I know? My father is going to put 20 murtis. How do I know it's you? Krishna said, where can you imagine? Krishna spoke. Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskaru mame vashya satyanti pradyane prayasame. You become my devotee, offer your homage unto me, you'll come back to me. But the problem is Krishna is spirit. We have eyes, matter cannot see spirit. Then how can we serve Krishna when our eyes cannot see spirit? When our eyes can only see matter? Krishna says, all right, I'll come into that matter. I'll come in the form of matter so that I can accept your worship. Can you hear? Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So
Yes, Prabhuji.
what happened? So Krishna said, all right, that's how Murti, Krishna comes in the Murti form, Archa Vigraha form. So Krishna knows everything. Krishna converts matter into spirit, So, he converts matter into spirit. That is Krishna. Bhakti Yoga also means convert matter into spirit. I have a cell phone or I have a harmonium. If you utilize in Krishna's service, harmonium will become spiritualized. Cell phone will become spiritualized. You are married. If you keep Krishna in the center of the family life, then the marriage also becomes spiritualized. Work will become spiritualized if you utilize the whatever like money you make out of the work to offer food to Krishna. If you think this home is Krishna's home, and if I offer food to Krishna picture or murti, so you want to offer foodstuffs means ab to kamana chahiye, you have to start living, earn living. So you start making money. Then you have to start making money means why are you making money? You are making money so that you can offer food to Krishna and you can pay mortgage to Krishna's home. Then your 9 to 5 job becomes bhakti. So bhakti yoga is a process that will convert matter into spirit. In other words, it will spiritualize the matter. That is a technique. Many people don't know. So anyway, so the next day, her father, he arranged 20 murtis of Radha, Madan Mohan, Radha Krishna deities. So when she prayed like that, Madan Mohanji spoke to her, in the 20 deities, when you touch me, you will find me soft like butter. You will find me like in a human being. When you touch, if you touch the rock, you feel it is rock. But when you touch the human being, you find soft, right? Likewise, Madan Mohanji said, when you touch my feet, you will feel softness of butter. And when you come up, because she is blindfolded, and I'll break the flute. So when I break the flute, you should understand that's me. She said, fine. She liked it. It's a real story. Should I continue?
So Prabhuji, break the flute means the flute will break into two?
Actually not break, sorry. The flute will come down, he said. Flute, Krishna holds like this, right? The flute will fall down, like a little bit.
Fall down, okay.
So the flute will fall down, little. Like, if you understand, always we put the flute, it comes down like this. She said, fine. So the next day, father arranged probably 20 murtis in the room. She was blindfolded, and she was touching every murti of Radha Krishna. But when she came to Madan Mohanji, she felt the softness of a human touch. And when she left, she went slowly. She went up. She saw when she reached flute, the flute came down. She told her father, "This is Madan Mohan." Father said, "You're fortunate. This is Madan Mohan. Took it." That is how Madan Mohanji came from, I think, Jaipur to Karoli. Very interesting, right? So in Karoli, there is a nice story. If you go to Karoli, they tell the story of a Muslim. In Karoli, there used to be a nice Muslim, very sincere, devoted a Muslim. He would do namaz and every day, and he would read Quran. But in Quran, for them, God is light. They have no pictures. And if you worship any form, it is offense. So he was a simple person. And he would work in a court, in the local Muslim court. So one day what happened, he had to deliver a letter from the court to the head of the temple. So he came to the temple to deliver the letter. So nobody was there. So he entered the temple hall to find somebody was there. And he peeped through the window. Who was there? Madan Mohanji was there. Wow, Madan Mohan, Krishna revealed. And he fell in love with Madan Mohanji in 1 minute. Wow. Then he said, no, I am a Muslim, we don't worship any other form other than Allah, that light. So he gave the letter and he left. But Krishna means what? Attractive, akarshayati iti Krishna. This is Madan Mohan. Mohit kar dete hain sabko. So this guy went home and he tried to forget Krishna, but he could not forget Krishna. Wow. So he could not forget Krishna. Then what happened? Krishna revealed. Krishna said, I am Allah also, don't worry. That effulgence comes from me. So then what he did, when Krishna revealed like that, and so he became an ardent devotee of Krishna. He started writing songs on Madan Mohanji. Madan Mohanji. So then what happened? So then the Muslims came to know this is an offense. You have become an infidel. Infidel. So you have become an infidel means what? Either you should be rejected from Islam or you should be killed. Luckily, India, right? So they said, no, you are no longer a Muslim. You're outcast. It's fine. I cannot forget Madan Mohanji. Then he came to temple. He came to temple. Temple people, they came to, you are a Muslim? How can Muslim come to temple? So Hindu community also rejected. Wow. Then he went home. My Lord, I want to come and see you, but I cannot see you. So bad. I have become a reject. And this Prabhu was crying. This Muslim was crying day and night. One day, Krishna came in the dream. Don't worry. Tomorrow, you go to temple. 5 o'clock. What happened? So he was. What is that? He was outcast. Muslims rejected him. Hindus rejected him. But his bhakti for Krishna is so intense. So then he was rejected. He did not have anything to eat actually. So what is that? So one day what happened? Pujar in Karoli, he made an offering. He made an offering and he put Krishna to rest and he left. He put Krishna to rest and he left. So he closed the door, he locked the doors. So what Krishna did, he brought the plate. He knocked the door. He knocked the door. He opened the door. There is a one young boy. He said, you're hungry, take this plate of prasad, eat. And tomorrow, actually I'm coming from temple. My Goswamiji, the head of the temple, told me to tell you, he asked me to come to the temple in the morning, Mangalarti. Then he said, you can see, Madan Mohanji also. So this plate is sent by the head of the temple, Goswamiji. He said, all right, fine. Thank you. He took the plate. And the boy left. So this person, he gave his family food and he slept. Next day morning, he was so happy. Tomorrow morning, I'll see Madan Mohanji. So Madan Mohanji appeared in the dream of Goswamiji. Tomorrow, this Muslim is going to come to temple, receive him nicely, and he'll bring the plate. He has not stolen it. I only gave it to him. So receive him nicely, accept him. Krishna came in the dream of the king and said, tomorrow you'll have a complaint. There is a theft. And that time this Muslim will come with the plate. He has not stolen. I only want him to bring. So don't reject him because he's a Muslim. This is India, very strict. Muslims are not allowed in Hindu temples. I said, fine. The next day morning, early morning, before Mangalarti, they offer Bhoga, right? Temple priest opened the doors to wake up the Lord. But what was the plate that he offered Bhoga in the night? The plate is not there. Golden plate. Immediately he went and he woke up the temple head, Goswamiji. Goswamiji, sorry, I locked last night door. I locked the door last night, but today morning I opened. It is missing. No, believe me, I have not stolen. Goswamiji said, don't worry. The person who has stolen, he told me. So then, but Goswamiji is worried because, if he allows Muslim, then the community will give him trouble, right? Then he went and told, he woke up, he informed the king. King said, I also got the dream. So they both, actually king would attend Mangalarti every day. That's why the king came. So they both were waiting at the entrance. This Muslim got up, he made himself ready. He started coming to temple. At the entrance, he saw Goswamiji and king. This guy became scared. Wow, now they will think I have stolen this plate. That boy brought the plate and I believed. Maybe that boy stole the plate. And now if they see me with the plate, they'll beat me up also. He was trying, so he was thinking, should I go inside or not? As he was thinking, immediately the king and the head of the temple, Goswamiji, saw him. They rushed to him. We are waiting for you. And then immediately this guy thought, what I am, you are waiting for me? Oh, no, I have not done anything wrong. This plate is actually, given by that boy. No, I have not. They said, we know it very well. We know very well you have not stolen. How fortunate you are. Amazing. Krishna himself stole the plate to give it to you. Come. Wow. Amazing. So then he went inside. He saw Madan Mohanji again. Jayatam Sarato Pangor Mandamate Argati Matsarvasapadam Bojo Radha Madana Mohano. We just Pango, we have no qualification. We are very fallen, victim of lust, victim of greed, victim of anger. But Madan Mohanji, please accept me. I'm very fallen. Madan Mohanji will accept and he'll reveal Sambandha Jnana. What is our relationship with the Guru? What is our relationship with Krishna? What is our relationship? We are part and parcel of Krishna. We have a relationship with Krishna in one of the 5 mellows of Santa Dasya Sakya Vatsalya Mathurya. Passive, servitorship, friendship, parental, and conjugal. So out of the 5, we have one relationship. But today it is forgotten because of impurity in the heart. Chant the holy name. Lord Chaitanya has given this process. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Then heart becomes cleansed. Heart will become cleansed. And one day, by Lord Chaitanya's mercy, or Srila Prabhupada's mercy, actually Lord Chaitanya's mercy coming through Lord Srila Prabhupada, we will realize that Krishna, that Radha Gopi Janavallabha, nice picture actually. And the Radha Gopi Janavallabha mercy, we will realize our relationship with Krishna. Hare Krishna. So reading Bhagavatam is one of the ways to remove that impurity. Bhagavatam is Krishna. Bhagavatam is a Krishna. Paramahamsa Samhita. Bhashyam Brahma Sutranam. Bhagavatam is actually commentary on Vedanta Sutra. And it is a ripened fruit of Vedic culture. Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam sukha mukhadamrita yuta samyutam bhagavatam rasamalaya muraho rasika bhu bhavaka. This Bhagavatam is nectar, a drink. Bhagavatam rasamalaya. That's what I want to speak today. So read Bhagavatam every day, chant the holy name every day, offer bhoga to Krishna and eat prasad every day. And seeing Krishna, I'm trying. I don't apply that. Fallen. But if you see Krishna in the family members' heart and serve them, that's it. Krishna will give the mercy. Srila Prabhupada will give the mercy. Lord Chaitanya will give the mercy. Any question or comment? Otherwise, we'll end it right now.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for your time and for being available. A very, very valuable association. So, devotees, if you would like to ask any questions, please you can ask now. So, Guruji, yesterday we were doing the 13th chapter of Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 13th chapter, Behavior of Perfect Person, where Prahlad Maharaj is going and meeting all the saintly people and studying. And then that Brahman with the Ajgar Vritti, he was there. Prabhuji, are you still here?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so Brahman with the Ajgar Vritti was there, and basically he was asking question Prahlad Maharaj about I think the question was how are you getting nourishment, and why you are just lying at one place. And he tells about different aspects, like how he's learning from different spiritual master he has, and even in the animate and inanimate objects he was mentioning. But the question was coming that Prahlad Maharaj was asking him, he didn't completely answer the question. So I think some devotees wanted a little bit more. So can Bharati Mataji or somebody else, can you highlight your question once again? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Can you rephrase your question again? Sorry, I can't remember exactly.
Right.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yugal Kishor, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
11th canto, right?
Seventh.
Seventh canto.
7th canto, Ajgar Vritti.
Isn't that the 13th chapter, Python?
Yeah. Which verse?
Prabhuji,
So
18th verse. So in 18th verse, Prahlad Maharaj is asking, O Brahmana, fully in knowledge of transcendence, you have nothing to do and therefore you are lying down. It is also understood that you have no money for sense enjoyment. How then has your body become so fat? Under the circumstances, you do not consider my question impudent. Kindly explain how this has happened. So Prahlad Maharaj is asking him like how he has become so fat since he is a sannyasi and all. So and he's not moving. So he explained bunch of things, but he never explained that how his body became so fat.
I have to read it, and it's long time since I read it. So I cannot speculate, So I can tell, I can left a voicemail, So I understood your question, definitely. But yeah, I have to definitely read this whole chapter actually. Okay.
So Prabhuji, I have one more question in this chapter. So if we go in the almost at the end, so in text 35, this sannyasi person, he's explaining about how his tendencies are and everything and who he's gotten from. So he's saying the bee and the python are two excellent spiritual masters who give us exemplary instructions regarding how to be satisfied by collecting only a little and how to stay in one place and not move.
Yes.
So he is taking bee and the python both as a spiritual master. So spiritual master, as much as I have understood, I think it's supposed to be like guru. So he's taken these two as his guru. So can we like pick things? Okay, this one is teaching me this, so he becomes my guru, or she is teaching me this, so she becomes my guru, or a crow can become my guru. Can we do that too?
Okay, nice question. Thank you. I can answer, I think, the first question also, Nama, but let me answer the second question. So, what he meant Guru here is, he is learning from their experience. You know, sometimes your experience becomes your guru. It doesn't mean Python will come and initiate you. It doesn't mean B will come and initiate you. No. So you're learning from their experience. Because you're learning from their experience, he is regarding them as gurus. If you go to 11th canto, there are 24 gurus for Avanti, this Brahmana. So 24 gurus means, why he is calling them guru? So he is learning from them, like a Pingala prostitute. Then he considers body as the guru, because body, when I see the body, it doesn't last long. Then a prostitute, how she developed. So likewise, there are 24 gurus. So the gurus means he is learning by seeing them. He is learning from their experience. Not that they will initiate you and no. Our guru concept is a process. But why is calling them guru? Because their behavior, their example is imparting knowledge. B, madhukari, little thoda, idhar udhar, collect karke jati hai. So I want to do that. So I consider B as my guru. Means I learned this from B. So I am grateful to B. So I am respectful to B. Actually, this person is in a Uttama Adhikari stage, Mahabhagavat stage. So that's how we should advance. Actually, when you are very advanced, Paramatma gives you realizations from everywhere when you see around. You're understanding? Not that Python has become his guru and tomorrow Guru Maharaj and he'll offer obeisance and Python will follow him. No, not that. So he learned from Python. He learned from B. He learned from the body. He learned from Pingala prostitute. He learned from the person who is sharpening his arrow. He's just a bow and arrow maker. Okay, I learned from bow and arrow maker. Focus when I chant. So there are 24 gurus. This Brahmana has. So my point is, so he's learning from them. That's why he's calling them. See, there's a word. Madhukara Maha Sarpo Lokasmin Agurtamo Vairagyam Paritosham Cha Prapta Yat Sikshaya Vayam. There's a word Sikshaya Vayam. What is that? They are giving exemplary instructions by their behavior. You can accept them. Why not? You can learn from them. So when you accept them as guru, you should be respectful to them, no doubt. From distance, though. Basically, what he's telling is, you learn them, you learn from them, you see them as example, and you learn from them. That's what we can take it home. And Bhagavad, of course, is Mahabharata devotee, so he sees Krishna in their heart also, and we should respect everyone. Because everyone is a part and parcel of Krishna anyway. You understanding?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, first question.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
The first question, what happened is, this person, he is not going for any place. Ajagara Vritti means the python. Python stays in one place. And usually the pythons are very big. When they don't move, how? The point is Krishna supplies food to anybody, everybody. So he's in one place, he is absorbed in his sadhana, but Krishna supplied. He is very personally satisfied. And this person, this person is personally satisfied and understanding that he is not body. And what happened? Krishna supplied. Took care of his needs. Though he's in one place. So he got his prasad. You're listening? So that's how he was. He didn't become thin at all. So I mean, his necessities were provided. That's what I can tell you. That is what's called Ajigar Vritti also. I know that has surprised Prahlad Maharaj. Actually, one devotee, I mean, that is what came to my mind. Of course, I'll read this whole thing again. And yeah, I remember, Prahlad expressing surprise. How is it that you have become very bulky, fatty? You become so by just being situated in one place. Because he's self-satisfied, Krishna took care of his needs. So for that reason, because he's very self-satisfied and he's stationed at one place without moving, he has become big. That's what I can tell. But I'll still read. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. There was another question. It was from Anisha Mataji. I'm just reiterating her question. She said, we have been taught that we should not look at the physical attributes of a sannyasi or a devotee. So how come Prahlad Maharaj is pointing out that he has become big?
Which verse you said, 7 or 8, right?
18, Prabhuji.
18th verse. Actually, whenever we get that, we should read the verse clearly, what is the question you said?
That we are not supposed to be commenting on the physical attribute, like physical appearance, how a person looks or shows up. But Prahlad Maharaj is actually asking, like, why does he look like this? So why he has become big and all, everything.
Okay. Actually, there is no, this is a spiritual question. It has nothing to do with his body, So simple as you are not, you are stationary, you're only one, you're present in one place. And, you are not endeavoring to nourish your body with with all bodily needs like lunch, dinner, breakfast. Then how is it that you have, actually I'll read that word. You don't have any money for sense enjoyment. Abhogina. You're not enjoying. So when will people become big? So that's what he's telling. You have nothing to do, therefore lying. It is understood you have no money for sense enjoyment. And so because he's no money, he's not even begging also. So tell me how you became big. So it is more a spiritual question. Prahlad Maharaj is not commenting on his what is that? He's big or small. No, that Prahlad has no interest in this because Prahlad, level of Prahlad, you see everyone has spirit soul. But his point is, what type of spiritual nourishment you went through, so that you have grown up like this, So he's not asking whether you eat Bournvita or Horlicks. No. What type of staple diet you took? No, definitely not. What type of spiritual sadhana you have gone through or you're going through? You are blissful. Uh, you're blissful and your body expanded. For example, if you go to Puchrika Lota Baba in Govardhan, Krishna told Puchri, this Lota, Krishna told him, Lota invited Krishna for lunch. Krishna, come to my home for lunch. Krishna said, tomorrow I'll come for lunch. Then what happened? That night, Uddhavji came, what is it? Uncle of Krishna, Akrura came and took Krishna next day morning. Krishna told Yashoda, Nandamala, I'll come back in 3 days. Krishna did not come. right? So this Pooch Lota was thinking, Krishna said he'll come back in 3 days, but he has not come. So they say in Vrindavan, in Govardhan, Lota is still waiting. He's not eating because how can he eat without Krishna eating? But because of his absorption in Krishna, Krishna is Ananta, Krishna is supplying nourishment through air, through, not that Lota is eating food. So 5,000 years he has not eaten, but if you see in Vrindavan, Lota is so big. You're understanding? Hello?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, the point is, but because of his absorption in Krishna, without eating, Lota is increasing body big, 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 big. So likewise, Prahlad Maharaj is asking, what type of sadhana you have employed? For example, if you meditate on Krishna's universal form, or if you meditate on, what is that, Mahavishnu. So this is what is called use, tadatmyata. Tadatmyata means you identify because you are fully absorbed. So you are getting that nourishment. So he is inquiring about spiritual prasama. Understood? It has nothing to do with the physical form of that person. So what spiritual process you are following, so that without, whether you have the food or not. Actually, I told earlier what I told, Krishna took care of the nourishment. But suddenly as I was reading, I realized, Lota did not eat, but Lota is becoming big and big and big. Why? So if you think of one aspect of Krishna is Ananta, so if you meditate on Krishna like that, so you'll get nourishment and you'll become Ananta. Prabhupada told, Jayapatak Swami was very young, very beautiful. So, he was only, he got sannyas only 21 years. Prabhupada said, become fat. He should become a fatty brahmachari. Few days Prabhupada became, Jayapatak Swami became like this. I don't know, you've seen him when he was all right. This big, towering like a tower. So much spiritual strength. That is Guru's blessing. He became big without eating. Understanding?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Does it answer your question?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Anything else, Abhinam Gopal?
Thank you, Roji. Thank you for answering and clarifying. Very, very nice answers. So anybody else would like to ask any question? We have just a couple more minutes and probably so it's not good.
Just
Yes,
one question,
Tarachand,
Prabhuji.
Prabhu.
First of all, I want to thank you so much for your timing and
Hello?
You're not audible, Tarachand Prabhu. You're breaking. Can't hear you.
Prabhuji, am I audible now?
I think internet connection is not very clear. Yeah. Tarachand Prabhu, we are having some
Can you
internet
hear now,
difficulty.
Prabhuji?
We can hear you,
Yes,
but
Prabhuji,
it's
hear
fading a
now?
little bit. Please go ahead with your question.
Prabhuji, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
I do not know. Yes, freezing also from my side. Yes, Prabhuji, I just wanted to say thank you so much to you, Prabhuji, for his time at us. And, his time is very precious, we know. And thank you so much. And but my one small question was, since we have got Bhagavatam and now we are reading seventh canto, and so how we should read? Like, should we read one by one, or can we just read randomly? I don't know. So what is the preferred and recommended way to read the Bhagavatam? If you can just share in a couple of minutes, that will be great. I think we're running out of time, but I just wanted to hear from you, Prabhuji.
Verse by verse, bro. Read verse by verse. Make notes. Don't read, study. Okay.
Yes, freezing. I'm not sure. Here.
I said go verse by verse and study, not don't just read. That's what I said. Okay.
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. So, Prabhuji, just one final thing. Wanted to check if anybody else has any questions. Anybody else would like to ask any final questions from Prabhuji? Because we don't want him to be too late. So if anybody has any questions, comments, any points, this is a golden opportunity. Okay.
Prabhuji,
Study verse. Yes, Prabhuji. Go ahead. Mrigendra Prabhu is asking a question.
yeah, Prabhuji, it's not like directly from the Bhagavatam, or it's just general question. In the morning we do the Mangal Aarti. So during for the Mangal Aarti we took the tulsi leaves and the flower from the outside, like in our garden. So I was wondering that we are doing sin to take the leaf in the early morning and like waking up Tulsi Devi very early morning. So I was like feeling very guilty if this is a sin.
There is a mantra, Prabhu. You know, I forgot now, but Chinnamitvam Vardabhay Sobhane. There is a verse that I remember only last lines. So we say that mantra whenever we pluck tulsi leaves from tulsi. No tulsi namastabhyam. So what I forgot. Chinomi means take cutting out. So I am taking this tulsi leaves for the service of Krishna Madhava. So Varda Bhaya Sobhane. So please allow me to pluck. So you can do it after 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's not a problem. And if you don't know mantras, my mother Tulsi, excuse me, I'm taking it this from to worship Krishna. Just say like that, and you can take it. But
Thank
the
you.
verse is there.
So it is like what I understood. So it is after 6 o'clock, not before 6 o'clock morning.
No, early morning, ideally no. But for example, what is that? We also do Mangalarti at 5 o'clock. Or we also do the Abhishek every day. So we take, by the time our dressing, small deities dressing is done 6:15. So we take 6 o'clock, you know. Actually, honestly speaking, sometimes the 6 o'clock also still dark, right? But best thing is like winter, there are so many leaves. We don't need to pluck from Tulasi. So the so many leaves that fall, or you collect some leaves the night before, the day before.
Okay.
That is fine.
So Prabhuji, there's another question from this one. So like if I have done so much sin, how can I um, get away from that sin? Like I'm waking up to see Maharani very early morning from last 1 month or maybe more. So how can I get rid of this sin, whatever I did so far?
Who is this?
So Mrigendra Prabhu, can you, if it's okay with you to show your video? So Prabhuji, Mrigendra Prabhu and Neelu Mataji, they were in Lansing for some time. They moved to Arkansas. They attend conference calls from there as and when possible, but they don't have any association. They're local. So both of them, they have 2 children. They are trying to connect with devotees, chant daily, and do service.
Prabhuji, the answer is you have all the Seva brothers can be, there are 64 Seva brothers. They can be addressed by chanting nicely. So how many rounds you chant?
Mrigendra Prabhu, how many rounds do you chant? Prabhuji is asking. You are on mute, so we can't hear you. Mrigendra Prabhu.
Yeah, this time Prabhuji 24. And
that's great, very good. So congratulations, continue chanting then. But of course, what is that? The Nama brothers, the Seva brothers given 32 in 32 Seva Brothers in Padma Puran, 32 one more book actually. And it's given they can be contracted by chanting the holy name nicely, you know.
I think it's in the Varaha Puran, I think, if I'm not wrong.
More than anything, you should not offend devotees also. You understand me? You should not offend.
Come. Show Prabhu.
And of course, Tulsi also devotee, so we should not offend.
Your obeisances. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol Amsh.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
What are the new pictures that you have drawn?
What I would be show what you draw. He again was drawing Krishna to show you.
That Bhugendra Prabhu, anything else? Are you?
Right.
For this clarification.
It's right.
So Mrigendra Prabhu and Neelu Mataji. Today Neelu Mataji sang Chaurashtikam in our program.
Amazing. So Prabhu, no, that's why we are conscious, but of course, as long as you don't have deities, no need to worry. But Tulsi also, take good care, keep a light, and put a human and collect the leaves the day before, and you can use it. Use it offering. But when it is dark, we don't take the Tulsi leaves for sure. In the night, only when the sun comes, we use it. But of course, Mangalarti, if you do 5 o'clock, we can bring her. It's not.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Thank you.
Also, Prabhuji, when should we do parikrama?
What parikrama?
Tulsi ji parikrama.
After 5 o'clock, anytime.
And yeah, okay. Okay, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Ansh wanted to show he was trying to draw the Mayapur temple picture. So he wanted to.
Fantastic. Your son will become a painter, I think. That is
I
great.
don't know what he'll become, but he's with pen and paper trying to draw things these days. Say thank you, Prabhu.
Instead of becoming cranky, he's sitting on one place instead of watching TV and videos. He's drawing it. Amsha, all glories to you. We are proud of you. Okay?
Thank
We are
you.
waiting for you. There are so many padas waiting for you. Why you are not coming? Padas are asking.
Yes, Prabhuji, we've been longing also. We are hoping we'll come every few days. We think maybe we can go, but somehow or the other it's becoming hard. So with your prayers and blessings, hopefully we should be able to get your association and come to the temple soon. And thank you so much, Prabhuji, once again. Very grateful to you. Yugal Kishor Prabhu ki jai. Srimad Bhagvatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you to all the devotees for joining. Oh my God, Krishna Shakti Mataji, your video should have been on before.
Oh,
I
no.
didn't get a chance to
Just listen.
acknowledge. Yeah.
I did see her.
See, devotees asked nice question.
I
Thank
knew
you
she was
for
there.
asking.
I knew she was there.
You knew that? Ansh knew that Krishna Shakti Mataji was there. He said he knew that. He had seen you. Okay, great. So anybody else would like to ask any questions, any comments, any points? Devotees would like to read Bhagavatam now, one shloka before we end, or should we end? Because we started at 8 today, so we started a little early. But if devotees want, we can read one shloka of the 14th chapter. Okay, actually, why I wanted to ask everybody, so many of you were very interested in doing the Bhakti Shastri. So I'm going to share the link of joining the Bhakti Shastri from the bhakticourses.com. So if you all can register yourself in the Bhakti courses, then that way we will be able to be ready for the Bhakti Shastri. So I think in the 7th canto, we have just couple more chapters left. So these 2 chapters we'll try to finish soon. And then once we are done with this, then we'll start. Some of the devotees who are enrolled with Amrendra Prabhu, they definitely must be getting emails to start the Bhakti Shastri. So please follow that. Ansh wants to show everybody something he is drawing right now. What is it? Clock. He drew a clock.
And a math answer.
And a math answer. Okay, very good job. So should we do first shloka of the 14th chapter, or should we end it here? Because tomorrow is working Monday, so I want to know what devotees want.
Nobody can do one shloka from 14.
Okay, we can do one shloka. Okay, quickly we'll do. Okay, Mangalacharan we had done earlier only, so we'll read the Sanskrit. So who would like to recite the Sanskrit of the shloka?
Shri Yudhishthira Vacha
Sri Yudhishthira
Yudhishthira
Vacha
Vacha
Grihastha Etam Padavim
Grihastha
Grihastha
etam
etam
padavim
padavim
Vidhinayena Chandrasa
vidhinayena
Vinaneta
chandasa
Chandasa
Yaya Devarshi Bruhi
Yaya
Aya
Devarshi
Devarshi
Bruhi
Bruhi
Madrisho Grihamudadihi
Madrisho
Madrasugriya
Vedamudhi.
Mudadhi.
Maharaj Yudhishthir inquired from Narad Muni, O my lord, O great sage, kindly explain how we who are staying at home without knowledge of the goal of life may also easily attain liberation according to the instructions of the Vedas. Purport. In the previous chapters, the great sage Narada has explained how a brahmachari, a vanaprastha, and a sannyasi should act. He first explained the dealings of a brahmachari, vanaprastha, and sannyasi because these three ashramas or statuses of life are extremely important for fulfillment of the goal of life. One should note that in the brahmachari ashram, vanaprastha ashram, and sannyas ashram, there is no scope for sex life, whereas sex is allowed in the grihastha life under regulations. Narad Muni therefore first described brahmacharya, vanaprastha, and sannyas because he wanted to stress that sex is not at all necessary. Although one who absolutely requires it is allowed to enter grihastha life or household life, which is also regulated by the Shastras and Guru. Yudhishthir Maharaj could understand all this. Therefore, as a grihastha, he presented himself as Griha Mudhadhi, one who is completely ignorant of the goal of life. A person who remains a householder in family life is certainly ignorant of life's goal. He is not very much advanced in intelligence. As soon as possible, one should give up his so-called comfortable life at home and prepare to undergo austerity or tapasya. Tapo Divyam Putraka, according to the instructions given by Rishabh Dev to his sons, we should not create a so-called comfortable situation, but must prepare to undergo austerity. This is how a human being should actually live to fulfill life's ultimate goal. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anything you want to share?
No, actually, it's a wonderful summary of the previous chapters in the purport. And Prabhupada is explaining the mode of Yudhishthira Maharaj about how he presented himself as a Griha Mudhadihi. Actually, Yudhishthira Maharaj, he's the son of Dharma. He knows everything already, but it's amazing how he is presenting himself as though he's completely ignorant of what the goal of life is. So yeah, that is basically all I have to share.
Yeah, actually, here Prabhupada in the purport is sharing the same shloka which Prabhuji also quoted today, 5.5.1, Tapo Divyam Putrakaina Sattvam. 5.5.1, Rishabh Dev's teachings. And basically, in this, the point is that human life is meant for tapasya. Now, obviously, we are living in the Kali Yuga, and that too in a period which is getting worse and worse. So we are going away from these well-known facts which are mentioned in the scriptures. But the beauty is that we have so nice fortune that we've been blessed by Krishna conscious devotees, because of which there is some hope. Otherwise there would have been no hope if we were not in association of devotees. Like so many people in the outside world, you can't even talk about these things to them. What to say of really expecting them to practice this. Even practicing for us, it's so difficult. And only because of association of the devotees, we feel like, okay, there is some hope that we may be able to incorporate some of these principles and slowly get purified, and come to a platform where we can totally become Krishna conscious. Otherwise it is impossible. In fact, it may appear to be a unrealistic expectation which the scriptures or some people are telling. But as we learn from the scripture and see the life of so many devotees who have been able to practice it, then we feel, okay, yes, this is something which is possible and doable. And when we get the taste of Krishna consciousness slowly, then it becomes a little bit more easier. So that's why the more we can associate, the more we can engage in service, the more we can fill our life with Krishna consciousness, the more easier it becomes to transform our life and change our current habits. So that's something which, few thoughts which were coming to my mind. Anything anybody else would like to share on this? Okay, so seems like nobody else has any other points. Now, Bhagavad Gita, I think we did the 15 chapter shlokas. We didn't do the translation. So can we quickly do the translation and then end it for today?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So we'll start. I can read the first two translations. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is said that there is an imperishable banyan tree that has its roots upward and its branches down, and whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas. The branches of this tree extend downward and upward, nourished by the three modes of material nature. The twigs are the objects of the senses. This tree also has roots going down, and these are bound to the fruitive actions of human society.
And he meant, the real form of this tree cannot be perceived in this world. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, or where its foundation is. But with determination, one must cut down this strongly rooted tree with the weapon of detachment. Thereafter, one must seek that place from which, having gone, one never returns, and there surrender to that Supreme Personality of Godhead from whom everything began and from whom everything has extended since time immemorial.